Welcome back to the IS Companion. In today's lecture, we will discuss on quasi-experimental methods in psychology. Quasi-experiments are research designs that allow researchers to evaluate the effects of an intervention or treatment without the full control over variables typically afforded by true experimental designs. These methods are invaluable in real-world settings where random assignment is impractical or unethical. What is a quasi-experimental design? Quasi-experimental designs resemble experimental designs but lack random assignment. This distinction is crucial because it affects how we interpret the results and the internal validity of the study. Despite this limitation, quasi-experiments are often used in psychology, education, and other social sciences due to their practical applicability. Key features of quasi-experimental designs: lack of random assignment. Participants are not randomly assigned to conditions, which may introduce selection biases. Pre-existing groups. Often, groups are pre-existing, such as different classrooms, workplaces, or communities. Comparison groups. There is usually a comparison or control group, but these groups may not be equivalent at the start of the study. Types of quasi-experimental designs. 1. Non-equivalent control group design involves an experimental group and a control group that are not randomly assigned. Example: studying the effect of a new teaching method on student performance by comparing one class that uses the method and another that does not. 2. Pretest post-test design. Measures are taken before and after the intervention in both the treatment and control groups. Example: assessing the impact of a workplace wellness program by measuring employee health metrics before and after the program's implementation. 3. Interrupted time series design involves multiple pre- and post-intervention measurements. Example: evaluating the effect of a new traffic law by examining accident rates over several years before and after the law's enactment. 4. Regression discontinuity design. Participants are assigned to conditions based on a cutoff score on a pre-intervention measure. Example: studying the effect of a scholarship program where students with test scores above a certain threshold receive the scholarship, and those below do not. Advantages of quasi-experimental designs. Ethical and practical. Allows research in settings where random assignment is not possible or ethical. Real-world relevance. High external validity as studies are conducted in natural settings. Flexibility. Can be adapted to various fields and research questions. Limitations of quasi-experimental designs. Internal validity concerns. Lack of random assignment can introduce confounding variables and biases. Selection bias. Differences between groups at the outset may influence the results. Less control over variables. More susceptible to external influences compared to true experiments. Strategies to mitigate limitations. 1. Matching. Match participants in the experimental and control groups on key variables to make groups more comparable. Example: matching students on prior academic performance before comparing the effects of different teaching methods. 2. Statistical controls. Use statistical techniques to control for confounding variables. Example: using ANCOVA to control for initial differences in pretest scores. 3. Pretesting. Conduct pretests to measure baseline differences and adjust for these in the analysis. Example: pretesting students' knowledge before implementing a new curriculum. 4. Multiple measures. Use multiple outcome measures to assess the intervention's effects comprehensively. Example: evaluating both academic performance and student engagement when studying the impact of a new teaching method. Examples of quasi-experimental studies. 1. Education. Assessing the impact of a new curriculum on student performance by comparing different schools. Study, Cook and Campbell, 1979, conducted a quasi-experimental study on educational interventions and highlighted the use of pre-post non-equivalent group designs. 2. Healthcare. Evaluating the effectiveness of a public health campaign by comparing health outcomes in regions with and without the campaign. Study, Campbell and Stanley, 1963, analyzed the effect of fluoridation of water on dental health using a time series design. 3. Social policy. Examining the impact of minimum wage laws on employment rates by comparing states with different minimum wage levels. Study, Card and Krueger, 1994, used a natural experiment approach to study the effect of minimum wage increases on employment in the fast food industry. Conclusion. Quasi-experimental designs are powerful tools for conducting research in naturalistic settings where random assignment is not feasible. While they have limitations, careful design and statistical controls can enhance their validity. Understanding these designs is essential for interpreting research findings and applying them in real-world contexts. Thank you for your attention. Follow us on YouTube, www.youtube.com/iscompanion.